Okay, everybody can say hello. Fifth grade. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do our science chapter 12 moon review practice test. Here we go. The first part of this practice test are true and false. These are the exact same questions that are on your test in a different order. So do not memorize the order. True, false, true, false, true, false. Memorize the answers. Okay? Jihoon, you said you know. Number one, true or false? True. You can write T. Good. The first person to walk on the moon was Neil Armstrong. True. Okay, number two, Marcos. The Earth rotates on its axis of 23.5 degrees. True or false? True. True. Everybody's going to put a T for true. Free T. True. Okay. I'll wait. If we don't get through it, then you won't have the information. Matthias? Okay, well, the winter solstice means winter for both hemispheres. That is false. You are correct. Okay, it only means that it's winter in one hemisphere at a time, right? Number four, the mass of an object combined with the distance from another object affects its gravitational pull. Vic, put in here you because everything was falling over. True, good. Okay, the mass affects the gravitational force. That is true. Good. So far, we are 4 for 4. All right, number 5. Equinoxes occur when neither hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. Genesis. It is false. No, it is true. Very well. All right, there we go. Number 6. Meteoroids have caused highlands to form on the surface of the moon. Mateo. No. Oh. Okay, a meteoroid is a giant rock that crashes into something. So if it crashes into the Earth or the moon, it's going to cause a dent, not a highland. Okay, so that is false. Deborah, number 7. Oh, you don't have a paper? Take the one off of that. Sorry. All right. The moon's surface has no liquid water, no wind, no atmosphere, and extreme temperatures. Amelia. True. Good. Yeah. But quietly, please. Okay, number 8. As the moon orbits the Earth, so orbits means goes around. As the moon orbits the Earth, people only see the sunlit sky. Lucas? Nope. True. Okay. We're only gonna see the Marcos, you need to stop talking when it's not your turn, please. Okay, that is true. Okay, we see the side that the sun hits because otherwise it's the shadow. Okay. Number 9, the moon's gravity is 1/2 of the Earth's gravity. Emma? False. It is 1/6. Yes. Don't talk when it's not your turn. All right, Sebastian, number 10. The moon appears to rise at the same time each day. False. Good. Number 11. There are 2 areas on Earth where the high and the low tides occur at the same time. Jihoon. True. Okay, that's where those bulges are. Remember we talked about the bulges on the worksheet you did? All right, number 12. This is our last true and false. When people say there is a man on the moon, it is because there is really a man who always lives on the moon. Vic? False. Yeah. Okay. 5th grade. I hear a lot of people who are breaking the rules. Okay, I'm gonna just take out my list right here because we don't have a checker today. If I hear you, I'm just gonna start putting check marks. I'm not gonna say anything. If you get a check mark, that's fine. If you get lots of check marks, that'll be an RV. Like more than 4. Okay? Because more than 4 in one class is too many. No, I'm just gonna be, you know, if you're talking. Okay, Marcos. We're not there yet. Okay, here we go. Let me get that. Okay, I want to explain this part first. When, Amelia, what do you need? Okay. You're going to use these vocabulary words, which are also the same vocabulary words I gave you the other day on that yellow sheet of paper, okay, that you should be studying. You're going to use these vocabulary words to fill in the blank. On this paper and on your real test, you need to spell it correctly or it will be wrong. Está aquí? You just had it up there for a long time. Okay. Okay. You need to use these vocabulary words to be filling in the blank. Okay, 13, Marcos, what do you think it is? Good. A lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth passes directly between the sun and the moon, causing the Earth's shadow to block the sun's light from the moon. Lunar. Number 14, the law of blank blank states that every object in the universe attracts every other object depending on the mass and the distance. Genesis. Gravitation, but nope, not to the guess, Lucas. Yeah, but in the other order, universal gravitation. Okay, you're gonna need to spell those correctly today and on your test, okay? Because they're right there on your paper. Take your time and spell it right, Marcos, you just answered. It'll be like this in a different order. Same thing, different order. Okay. I made this looking at the text, so I just copied it in a different order. Emma, 15. A blank is a dark, flat area on the moon's surface filled with hardened lava. No. Matthias? No. Emma, what was your question? They do not repeat. Okay. Daniel Lee? Mare. Good. Yeah. Okay, Mare. In Italian, mar is how you would pronounce it, and mar means sea. Okay, so you can think of a dark space like the dark sea. Okay, the mar. Okay, a mar is a dark flat area on a moon surface. Now the moon doesn't have any liquid on it, but if it was a big dark spot, it might look like an ocean in the middle of the night. So you could think of the mar, the Italian word for ocean. Okay. Okay, 16. A tide is the periodic blank and blank of the surface level of the ocean water. Mateo? Rising is 1. Good. Amelia? Rising and falling. I don't care which order you put them in. It's up to you. But you need rising and falling for number 16. Okay, a tide is the periodic rising and falling of the surface level of the ocean. That means the ocean is getting fuller and then it's kind of going down, decreasing. All right, Vic, number 17. A blank tide has the lowest range between low and high tide. I couldn't hear you. Did you say neap? Yes, neap is correct. couldn't hear you. You gotta speak up when you're in the back. All right, good. A neap tide, Matthias, number 18. Good. A spring tide has the greatest range between the low and high tide. Okay. Now, remember, these are gonna be in a different order, so don't just memorize what's here on the page, memorize the answers. All right, now, for this part, number 19, we're gonna draw a diagram of the phases of the moon in order, and we're gonna label each one, okay? So if you think you know which comes first, raise your hand. Theo, I saw your hand first. Good. Moon is the first thing. You need to neatly at the bottom, write new moon. Notice you know what it would be. Your what the behind your present. Good. A waxy crescent. Remember we watched the video and we said that bigger. They are waxy, so it's growing. Okay, so at the beginning, it's a waxing crescent. So that means this side of your moon should be white, and this side of the moon should be black. And it should be in a crescent shape, like a C. Marco? Mhm. So you put first quarter moon. That's so you guys can see a little. First quarter moon. So you have a dark circle, then just a little bit. That's your waxing crescent. Then the first quarter is getting bigger. One more across the top, number 4. Joel, you know. Saki? Waxing gibbet. Good. Waxing gibbet. So now it's almost like the opposite of this waxing. Now, so press this first four gibbet. So this that it starts. Side stays on the left. Genesis. One. Okay, what's our next one? Oh. Okay, we call it a phone. Okay, one. Third. Things are not looking good. Okay, this is what you look for. Okay, there are things to look at to help you remember. You can see that most okay, and you can remember that all the ones on the top are dark on the left side, and all the ones on the bottom that are dark on the right side. Okay, you can see that the top and bottom are opposites of each other. Okay, I can tell you that when I print it, you will get 1 point for the correct drawing and 1 point for the correct name. So even if you're doing it and you can't remember the names, if you remember the drawings, you should put that. Okay, or if you can only remember the name, but you can't remember the drawing, you should at least put what you know. Okay, because you get at least half of it that way, right? Put as much as you know, but use some of the clues that are here that help you. Like this is 1, 2, 3. So you can remember the third one on the bottom is the third quarter. Okay, on the top it's the quarter. Okay, you can remember that the waxing goes on top because the candle on the wax makes it grow bigger and it's dripping. Remember we talked about that? And the waning is when it's going away. Okay. Okay. Next diagram. I'm gonna erase this one. Everybody's done? Okay. Good. Okay, on your next page, number 20. It says shade and label the diagram to show a solar eclipse. You have already done this once in your book. Okay, so this is not new. Genesis, do you have a question? Yeah. It's the white, but the yellow will help you do the part that we already did. Okay. Okay, what do you think that I need over here? The sun. Sun is our symbol. And it tells you to label it. So if you have sun and then the earth. Now, to show the rotation of the earth, you're going to put dash line to show that it's moving this direction, and you're going to have some arrow. Okay, there's your earth. Now, you're going to light green side of the earth that what? That is not facing the sun. Good job. From the sun, it's not getting as much sunlight. Okay. Now, what side of the moon do you need to stay, Marcos? On the same side that we stayed. Okay. Because it also is furthest from the sun. Okay, this is what's giving the light. So up time, it's going to cross over. Both things. It was okay. Um, to be something similar to this. Solar eclipse and this eclipse. I'm most interested in seeing is that these labeled and in the right order and they're shaded correct. Okay, if you mess up on some of the lines, I'm not gonna take off a lot of points. Okay, maybe 1 point. Okay, but do your best. Alba, you can color it. That's fine. Okay. Pretty much. Okay, number 21. This is the last one on here. It says, explain why the Earth experiences seasons. Draw an image to illustrate your explanation. Okay, first we're gonna write together the explanation and then we will draw it. Okay, does somebody have an idea of why the Earth experiences seasons? Genesis. Good, you're on the right track. That's very close. Anybody else want to add to that? Okay, I'm gonna type it this way. Earth experiences seasons mostly because of the Earth tilt on its axis. Santiago, you have a question? What? Oh, yeah, sorry. All right, okay. The Earth experiences seasons mostly because of the Earth tilt on its axis as it revolves around the sun, like Genesis said. Okay, so it's the way that the Earth is tilted and where it is in relation to how it's moving around the sun. Yes, Mateo. There is no comma. Did not put a comma. That's not a comma. That's a that's a apostrophe. Okay. Shh. Fifth graders. Matias, question? Yes. Marcos? Yes. That's why we're doing it. Okay, the Earth experiences seasons mostly because of the Earth's tilt on its axis as it revolves around the sun. And it has apostrophes because it's talking about the property of something. Yes. All right. Preposition. Yes. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna draw a diagram that shows what we just said. Okay. Here we go. The first thing we're gonna need is what in the middle, Marco? The sun. The sun. Okay, so you're gonna put your sun in the middle of the rectangle. Stop bending on the table, please. Okay, here's the sun. Okay, your sun needs to be in the middle because we're gonna show how the Earth is doing what? Not revolving. That means like revolving. Yeah, or rotating around. Okay. Okay. So as the sun is in the middle, when the Earth is over here, it's going to be winter time. Okay. Here, using the some of okay, so needs to be winter tilted a little bit more. Not too hot, not too cold. So we're gonna say I told you to write it. Third. No, that's on Wednesday. Okay, your test will be on Wednesday. Your science extra credit thing is due on Thursday. You may not have your parents or a store or some artist do it for you. You have to do it on your own. If you bring it in and it looks like a professional did it, I'm going to send it back to your parents. Okay? You may not take it down to the Ramada and pay for someone to make it for you. Okay? That doesn't count. You have to make it yourself. Genesis. No. Okay. Okay, I'm saying that because I saw some other projects in other classes the other day come in, and it was very clear to me that a second grader or third grader did not make those projects. Okay? So, okay. So, you need to do your own work. So far, nobody's done that in this class. I'm not worried about it, but I'm just telling you clearly that if you come with a project that somebody paid for or some parent or brother or sister did for you, it does not count. Vicky. Because I know what kind of work you're capable of doing. And if it comes in and looks like a professional did it, I'm going to send it back home. Guys, I know what you can do. Okay, I know what fifth grade work looks like, and I know what a professional work looks like. Vic. Yes. Stop. Who's doing this? Mateo? Don't do that again or you will go to the office. I already said that. Sebastian. Tomorrow.